Here's as the only aircraft that ever preys on this terrifying laser weapon. While a bit behind schedule, the Air Force's gunship is finally getting outfitted with lasers. One of the most fearsome planes in the U.S. Air Force arsenal is about to get a high-tech upgrade. The service plans to test a laser weapon system aboard the AC-130J Ghostwriter gunship in 2021. Making it the first offensive laser weapon tested aboard an Air Force aircraft. The laser will give the gunship the ability to damage equipment and injure but not kill enemy combatants, a less-than-lethal capability the heavily armed airplane has lacked until now. Laser weapons produce unique effects not possible with kinetic energy and chemical energy weapons. Laser weapons use concentrated pulses of light to transfer energy to the target, quickly heating it. A laser could theoretically kill someone, burning smoking holes in people and severing limbs like lasers do in movies, but it needs enough power, rated in kilowatts, to do so. The Air Force is installing a laser on the AC-130J in the 60 kilowatt range. That's not enough to burn a hole in someone or punch through the steel armor of armored vehicles. But 60 kilowatts can melt a satellite antenna dish, burn a hole in the hull of a small boat, torch the arms off a quadcopter, or even ignite a rubber bladder full of fuel. It could also burn through the hood of a moving car or truck, disabling the engine and bringing it to a stop. The AC-130J Ghostwriter is the latest in a long line of fixed-wing gunships dating back to the Vietnam War. The AC-130J is AC-130J Super Hercules transport fitted with one GAU-23, a 30mm cannon and a 105mm howitzer. The AC-130J can also equip 250-pound GBU-39B small-diameter bombs for longer-range precision strike capability, as well as the AGM-114 Hellfire and AGM-176 Griffin missile. The AC-130J is designed to loiter high above enemy targets, bombarding enemy forces below. The Air Force's long line of gunships has traditionally emphasized firepower over all else. The Air Force is starting to diversify the modern gunship's capabilities, and the recent incorporation of SDB glide bombs and Griffin missiles gives the gunship a standoff attack capability it previously lacked. The AC-130J's laser will be the first weapon with a scalable, non-lethal capability. That is, the weapon's power can be adjusted to produce a range of less than lethal effects. In the future, more powerful lasers will be capable of both lethal and non-lethal fires. The 60 kilowatt laser gives U.S. commanders options for crippling an adversary without immediately using lethal weapons. The crew of a small armed speedboat might break off an attack when they notice the paint on their outboard engine bubbling. If that fails to dissuade them, the AC-130J could crank up the power and burn the engine out completely. If the target continues to be a threat to U.S. forces, well, there's always the 105mm howitzer. The AC-130's laser feels like the future, but in fact it's actually a few years late. In 2015, the Air Force challenged industry to put a 120 kilowatt laser on a gunship by 2020. The reality is the laser will enter testing 1 year late and with only half the output. Gunships may add laser weapons to the menu, but probably won't replace chemical energy guns entirely. lasers are arguably less effective than cannon shells. Still, they offer a unique non-lethal capability other weapons can't offer, including defusing a dangerous situation by immobilizing enemy forces.